when the sky turns gray and the first heavy drops of rain begin to fall. Most people run for cover. They see the rain as an inconvenience, a disruption to their plans, or a gloomy shadow over their day. But you are different. For you, the sound of water hitting the roof isn't noise. It is a symphony of safety. You feel a strange, deep pull toward the storm, as if the gray clouds are finally matching the internal landscape of your mind. You have been told that liking the gloom is a sign of sadness or a lack of energy. But psychology tells a much more profound story about your nature. You aren't broken, and you aren't just moody. You possess a rare cognitive profile that allows you to find peace where others find discomfort. Research suggests that this deep affinity for rain, known as pluviophilia, is linked to a specific type of neural wiring. While 80% of the population seeks high-stimulation sunlight, you belong to the rare 15 to 20% who thrive in low-arousal environments. Your brain is built to process sensory data with incredible depth. Let's explore the 7 rare traits of the pluviophile, beginning with trait number 1, sensory sanctuary. For many, the world is too loud, too bright, and far too demanding of their attention. This constant bombardment feels like an expensive debt your nervous system can't afford to pay. But when the rain starts, it creates what psychologists call pink noise. This is a frequency that masks the harsh edges of the world, acting as an acoustic blanket for your overstimulated brain. Your superpower is sensory regulation. While others lose focus in the gray, you find your greatest clarity. Trait number 2, introspective depth. Most people are afraid of silence because it forces them to listen to their own thoughts. They fill their lives with noise, food, and digital distractions to keep the inner quiet at bay. But the rain provides you with a socially acceptable reason to withdraw and go inward. In psychology, this is known as metacognitive comfort. You don't just think during a rainstorm. You journey through the layers of your identity. This is where your creativity lives. You see patterns where others see chaos, because your mind isn't distracted by the sun's demand to be productive. You are free to be, and that freedom is a gift. Trait number 3, emotional architecture. For most, sadness is a cold, unwelcome guest, but the pluviophile possesses a unique ability to find positive melancholy. You understand that beauty and sadness are not enemies, but two sides of the same coin. In psychology, this is referred to as complex emotional granularity. You don't just feel happy or sad. You feel the texture of the air, the weight of the clouds, and the rhythm of the falling water. This emotional depth makes you an exceptional observer of the human condition. You are the one people turn to when they feel overwhelmed, because you aren't afraid of the dark. Trait number 4, the release of the productivity debt. We live in a world that worships the sun, because the sun means work. It means be seen, be active, and be profitable. But the rain is a biological permission slip. It is nature's way of saying, it's okay to stop. When it rains, the pressure to perform disappears. You don't feel guilty for staying in bed or for spending hours over a single bowl of warm soup. This is called environmental justification. Your brain finally feels safe to rest because the world outside has slowed down to match your pace. Trait number 5, olfactory comfort and neural grounding. Have you ever noticed the specific scent that rises from the earth just as the first drops hit dry soil? Scientists call this petrichor. For most people, it's just a smell. But for you, it is an instant signal to your amygdala to stand down. This scent contains a compound called geosmin, which our ancestors used to track water and survival. Because your brain is more sensitive to environmental cues, this smell acts like a chemical reset button. It grounds you in the present moment, pulling you out of the anxious future thinking that often plagued your mind. Trait number 6, the craving for relational sincerity. People who love rainy days often dislike small talk. You find sunny day conversations to be a bit like fast food, quick, cheap, and ultimately unsatisfying. Rain stripped away the pretense. When the weather is bad, people stop pretending everything is perfect. You thrive in this atmosphere of vulnerability. You would rather have one deep, hour-long conversation over a hot meal than 10 shallow meetings under a bright sun. Trait number 7. Mastery of the inner hearth. While most people derive their energy from external sources, such as social praise or physical activity, you have built a world inside yourself. Rain is the key that unlocks this inner sanctuary. You have a high capacity for self-sustaining joy, meaning you don't need the world to be bright to feel light. This independence is your ultimate strength. You are the master of your own mood, and the rain is your most loyal companion.